Welcome to The Craze in 10 or Less. This is a show where I give it to you in 10 minutes or under, and if I don't, you know how this works. Anyway, are you scared? Well, you should be. That's the topic of the day. I'm Sam the Crazy Man Vera. Stop acting up. Let's get it! Scared. I ain't scared of nobody. Nobody scares me, Sam. So, why this topic? The reason why this topic came up is because my last episode, we talked about keeping your head down and grinding and looking up and dreaming, right? But then I saw this Lily Miola. She was the winner of the Golden Buzzer on America's Got Talent, and she wrote a song and performed it called Daydream. And one thing that most people don't talk about is the anxiety and fear that we deal with when we're trying to fulfill our dreams or live or create or achieve our dreams. Everyone talks about the things that you should do. Everyone talks about the things you should avoid. But really, the fear and anxiety and the reason why most people don't achieve the dreams, and I'm just going to recite a couple of lines from her song. She goes, "When we were kids in the backyard playing astronauts and rock stars, no one told us to stop it, called us unrealistic. Then suddenly we're 18, we have to go to college for our plan B. Plan B, not our plan A. Plan A is the dream. Plan B is what's expected of you. Go to college, get an education, get a profession, become a lawyer, doctor, do something. What you want is too risky. So you live for weekends and whiskey." Think about it. How many people... I grew up in New York. And I spent most of my time with my plan B. Make money, pay the bills, live. And I'd socialize. Meet up with buddies at pubs, restaurants, bars, whatever it was, and everyone's just living their lives content with the idea that they're making money in whatever arena, corporate, retail, whatever it is, manufacturing. But we wind up talking about our dreams. So you're there, I always wanted to be a singer. I always wanted to do this. But reality sets in, and then you go home and you deal with those anxieties because what you want is too risky. What you want is too risky. So the pain and anxiety inside that we deal with in the shadows alone, we don't share it. We mask it. We share the successes we have with our plan Bs. Well, I'm happy that I have a good paying job and, I just got promoted. I'm excited, and, I was able to get my kids, good gifts or whatever it is. But we never really talk about why we haven't gone to that next step. So the next line is, we all got these big ideas. One day they'll replace with fear. Man. Fear is a real thing. Heartache is a real thing. Anxiety is a real thing. It takes a lot to do this. It takes a lot. And if you're like me, you're always weighing the risk. If I spend this money now, will I be able to pay for this tomorrow, which is my bills, right? So I can't really spend this money, so I got to find a way to make that money. But how? I'm working 49 hours a week at work, plus I have to take care of the house, or I have to do this, or I have to do that. If you're a full-time student and you're working a full-time job at the same time, but your plan A is always in the back of your mind. Those nights are lonely, right? You know, she goes on to say, darling, don't quit your daydream. It's your life that you're making. If it ain't big enough, it ain't big enough if it doesn't scare the hell out of you. Your dreams aren't big enough if it doesn't scare the hell out of you. I live in fear all the time. You know, it's my fear is what drives me. My fear is what keeps me going. Because subconsciously I feel like I have to find a way. If it's the last thing I do, I have to find a way. So I guess the message to you is it's okay to be afraid. It's okay to have anxiety. It's okay to not have the answers right now. And it's okay to take your time. You gotta find a way to make steps forward towards your plan A, which is your daydream, while you're living in plan B, which is reality. Because the plan B is taking care of you and your family. Plan B. Plan A, hopefully, will do that permanently down the road. You know, she has a line that says, why save it for sleep when you could be living your daydream? Right? And then she provides the story, 31 waiting tables. She has a voice of an angel. Out of money and power, she only sings in the shower. I know a lot of people that love karaoke because that's their way of at least being a singer for a night. For whatever reason, they didn't either pursue it professionally. It was too difficult. I know that it's tough being a performer. I did it, and you have some good nights and you have some bad nights. You have some nights where people are like, well, I don't know why is this person on stage? And you're like, oh, right? And that psychologically can make you quit. You're running a podcast that 5 years you can't break 100 subscribers. It's frustrating. You have a comic book that you can't even get people to commit to buying. It's frustrating. But don't give up. If you're doing it because you love it, eventually, things will make sense for you. Don't give up. Don't give up on your daydream. It's the life that you're making. It ain't big enough if it doesn't scare the hell out of you. Be scared. It's okay to be scared. But keep dreaming. And keep working. And keep moving forward. And keep grinding at your pace. Don't worry about what the world's doing. Move at your pace. But do something. Do a little bit every day to get closer to your dream. I wanted to share that because I felt that was such a powerful message for Lily Miola. And if you know her story, she had a record deal. She had all these things going on. And then her mom got diagnosed with cancer. So she had to focus on caring for her mom. She became her permanent caretaker. And because of that, she lost all her deals. So nothing ever got released. And then she lost her mom. So she lost everything and she lost her mom. And she wrote that song and as a way of dealing with, or convincing her to stay focused. Convincing her to get back in there. Even when everything feels like the world was crumbling around her. And she got the golden buzzer. So it might not be your time now. But your time will come if you stay the course and keep dreaming. So all you guys out there and girls, keep dreaming. Keep believing in yourself. Because your belief in yourself is the most powerful force. Even if no one else does. Even if no one else does. So daydream. It's the life that you're making. with that said, I hope you like this episode. If you do, give me a thumbs up. If you have any comments, put it below. If there's something you want me to cover next week, let me know. And hey, I'm living my daydream, and I have a Kickstarter. If you haven't signed up, please do. The link is in the chat below. Up to book number 4 of There's an Alien in My Toilet. I really want you to read it. I really want you to share it with your friends and family. And if you have kids, they'll love it. So help me live out my daydream. Get yourself a copy. With that said, I'm Sam the Crazy Man Vera. This is the Crazy Tanner Lesh. You have a blessed day. Peace.